We live. Hey, you guys, we live. We is live. And all I got to say is good morning. Good morning to all the good people out there. It's a Monday morning, man. And I always start off with the same question. Do you remember the name? Do you remember the name? Do you remember the name? My peoples, you got to remember the name. Aaron. Benjamin. Miles. Aaron Benjamin Miles, the 110th mayor of New York City, coming soon. Rise of the Good People. Before becoming mayor of NYC, my video on demand, docuseries coming soon to Amazon Prime. Soon as I get to start uploading this video footage, just real life stuff, y'all. Before becoming mayor of NYC, rise of the good people. You see it? We rising, baby. All my good people, all my brothers and sisters, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Indian. We all family, baby. We are family. I got all my brothers and sisters with me. Aaron Benjamin Miles, 110th mayor of NYC. Aaron Benjamin Miles. Aaron. I just do that because, I'm inscribing it in your memory. Before becoming mayor of NYC, it's Monday, y'all. I just be being myself, man. A lot of people be asking me, they be like, yo, man, you putting all kind of pictures on your social media, you acting like a regular person. You sure that's good while you trying to run for mayor? I'm like, why not? People tired of seeing fake. People tired of seeing that fake stuff from these politicians. They have all of these scripted commercials, advertisement where you only see that so-called perfect political image. And then by the time we get to know who they really is, it's Governor Cuomo. It's a sexual harassment dude. It's somebody who you didn't know, he's so hard up for some coochie that he over there violating all of his staff members and all these young girls thinking they feeling him while he looking like, the Grinch or something like that. They not feeling you, Cuomo. You so in your own imaginary world, you can't tell when a woman is not vibing with you. You feel me? Maybe if you was more yourself and stop relying on these titles and these positions to try to attract the women. You know what I mean? Just be yourself, man. Be yourself. That's what I do. That's all I'm doing. You feel me? Because that don't have nothing to do with how good I'm going to run New York City. I could act clowny all I want. I could act silly. And I want to touch on that too. Probably people going to go and dig in my past and pull up videos when I was much younger, before I got to evolve to this stage where I'm at right now. Everybody got that. Everybody got a stage in their life that they were at a lower level of consciousness and they would do a lot more stupid things. And they probably, evolved to a point in their life now where they probably almost regret some of that stuff that they did. You can't hold that to them. Because we all go through that. That's called growth. When you're young and you out here and you don't really know what life is about and who you are, and you just experimenting with things, and you just go out there and you just doing stupidness. I did it. The thing is to not run from it. Embrace it. I like to show it, show all my crazy stuff. I was in a homeless shelter. I used to smoke marijuana, all of that. The lower you could dig, the deeper you could dig, and the lower point you could find me in the light in my life, the more accomplished it make me seem right now, the more polished people know I've become. I will not run from my past. It's all a part of who I am today. Because I am me. And my teeth is clean. Did you brush your teeth? You got to brush your teeth. Kids, listen to your future mayor. Brush your teeth. Because nobody likes bad breath. Yes. What I'm going to talk about today, I'm going out again campaigning, promoting my economic relief employment initiative. Anybody that needs that $1,000 because you're not quite receiving that stimulus money as fast as they're assuming you are because you're in a community of color, email me, riseofthegoodpeople@gmail.com. I'll give you $1,000 in one day. Come work for my campaign. All you got to do, go get me some signatures, 10 to be exact. Get me 10 signatures, I'll give you $1,000. Economic relief, baby, I got you. $1,000 for 10 signatures. Email me at riseofthegoodpeople@gmail.com. This is how I'm going to be hooking my people up. This is how I'm going to bring the relief. When I'm in the Gracie Mansion, this is how that money going to be accessible. I'm moving all those barriers to all this economic resources that New York has an abundance of. New York has an abundance of economic resources, man. Don't let them fool you. New York is so paid. New York not like other states. We got Wall Street over here, man. Wall Street makes more money than everybody. And they right here in New York. Wall Street gonna pay taxes when I become mayor. I mean, I hope y'all know that. Because we need that money now. New York need that money because we're gonna be doing a lot of building. We're gonna be doing a lot of reorganization and restructuring. We're gonna be doing a lot of employment initiatives. We're going to be doing a lot of things, and there's going to be a hefty, bill attached to all this activity. And so we're going to need you to pay your bill now. Ain't going to be no loopholes. Ain't going to be no special, consideration. Everybody else got to pay. Why you don't pay? You got to pay too, man. You make more than everybody. You feel me? I'm going to rebuild the relationship between the community and the NYPD over here in New York City. My fellow New Yorkers, you guys are about to love the NYPD. Stop talking all of that. Defund the police over here in New York. We're not defunding nothing. We might increase their budget, matter of fact. You know what I mean? Once we collect our money from Wall Street, we're going to have enough money to do a lot of things. So we might increase their budget. Every cop getting a historic pay raise. Once I finish cleaning the house and getting rid of all of these corrupt police running around, tarnishing that badge, making that uniform look bad. You guys are running around reckless. So many good cops that want to do the right thing, and then you guys running around violating because if things go wrong, they got to come bail you out. I'm getting rid of the whole lot of you in one swish. The community going to know it's the new NYPD when they see how many of y'all I get rid of. We've been having record number with all these other mayors. They do record number hiring of police. They hire a record number of police. Every time we turn around, they hired another 100,000 of y'all. We don't need that many police, man. All you gotta do is cut down the crime. Why you keep hiring police that don't know what they doing? Let's just cut down the crime. Well, how are we gonna do that? remove some of these barriers to some of this legitimate opportunity so that these brothers on the street don't have to turn to crime to feed their family. They can go get a regular, good paying job like everybody else. This New York, man, we got enough money that it could go down like that. We ain't gonna need as many cops when I finish doing what I'm doing, because it's gonna be so much less crime. Brothers gonna be too busy chasing legitimate opportunities to be out here doing crimes. Once I remove those barriers to crime, only knuckleheads out here that's gonna want to be criminals is the ones that think being a criminal is cool. And those is the knuckleheads. We'll have way more than enough cops to deal with them. And some of the ex-criminals, meaning the criminals that once was out there on the street trying to feed their families, that's now, transitioned to chasing these legitimate opportunities and getting real jobs. They're going to help the police. You think they're going to have their family out there being violated and endangered by, these knuckleheads that want to be a so-called criminal because they think it looks cool? You're going to have them intelligent savages out there checking them. Yo, my dude, come here. Why you shooting on my block with my kids running around out here, man? You heard? Let me hear about you shooting another gun when my kids is running around out here going to the store, anything. I'm going to come see you. You know how I do. Just because I ain't on these streets no more, don't get it twisted, you know what I mean? Once I get off that 9 to 5 and I come home, if something happened to one of my kids, you already know how that goes. This how intelligent savages gonna be. They only doing what they doing because they gotta do what they gotta do to feed themselves and their family. And a real man ain't gonna let that be compromised. It takes an intelligent savage to know how intelligent savages move. You feel me? So crime gonna be reduced. We getting rid of all of these corrupt cops. We not defunding the police or none of that. All the police getting a historic pay raise because all of the salaries of the cops I'm gonna get rid of, I'm gonna redistribute amongst all my NYPD that's remaining. So none of you politicians is going to be able to get in my way talking about where is the money going to come from? It's there already. You're just giving it to the wrong people. Oh, every time I explain that to my police officers out there, the good ones, they be loving that. They be loving how that sounds. They start looking at my card real hard, my campaign cards that I be handing out. I'm different, man. These other candidates out here, they not like me. They candidates. I mean, they're politicians. I'm not a politician. I'm an intelligent savage from the streets, man. That's why when I get in that Gracie Mansions, things are going to be different. I'm different. Y'all going to call me Queen Latifah when I get in there because I'm about to set it off. Yup. It's going to be happy day. Oh, happy days. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Yo, come and get some of this money, man, from this economic relief employment initiative, man. I need all my people to come and get, them $1,000 in one day. I know you could get me 10 signatures in one day. Get me 10 signatures. I'm gonna give you $1,000, man. Life is beautiful. I feel good about everything, man. Aaron Benjamin Miles, 110th mayor of NYC. I can't wait till I get my video on demand or Amazon Prime. I know my thing gonna go viral because my story's so interesting. Coming from being homeless in the shelter, Atlantic and Bedford shelter. Y'all know that shelter. It looked like a castle. It's hard in there, man. All the other people in there, like a lot of people rather sleep on the street than to sleep in Atlantic and Bedford shelter, because it's like a training ground. Like it's like I don't know how to put it. It's like a hard training ground that you gotta just be able to survive to get out of there. But I made it because I'm an intelligent savage from the street, and I'm not having it. I'm not having it. You know, how are my brothers and sisters doing out there, man? You got this coronavirus thing going on, silent agent of death sent by the ancestors. Coronavirus got to handle his business, man. Y'all got to really just stay out of the way of coronavirus, man. You feel me? If you want to know how to avoid the coronavirus, the wrath of coronavirus, you got to have a good heart. It's a spiritual thing. You know, I know science they got to go the scientific method to try to figure everything out. But some things got to be figured out from the spiritual side. You feel me? That's why science and spirituality kind of a little separate. You know, because science, they don't want to believe in anything they can't physically prove. And there's a lot of things in spirituality you can't physically prove. You just got to have faith. You just got to have faith. You know, you never seen God, but you got to have faith that he there or she or it. I like to call it it because, you know, I think God takes on all forms of everything. Right? I got the TV going. Y'all can hear that in the background. Y'all probably can't hear it because I'm talking through the mic. Right? Coronavirus is God's silent agent of death, man. Came to correct a lot of the wrongs that were going on at the hands of advocates of the white agenda. Like how they be playing with the sound of my video when I'm putting up these beautiful videos, my campaign updates, and they start putting the staticky sound in there, and you start hearing my voice crackling and stuff towards the end of the video. That's them at YouTube putting a filter on my video because they can't just, you know, they can't just disrupt or cut my live stream because I ain't doing nothing that's violating their policy and their procedure, you know, like playing music in the background or something like that. You know, anything you do that they could, you know, pick up on when you're doing things that might be in opposition of the white agenda. And the white agenda is just anything that these people in positions of power will legalize to maintain power, control, and domination over the rest of us. And that's coming to a close because they don't have they most important secret weapon. The most important thing that these advocates of the white agenda had was confidentiality, where they could go in a dark room somewhere where we can't watch what they're doing and manipulate the rules in their favor. See, there's no confidentiality now because everybody's awake. Everybody's awake. Everybody's paying attention. You know? Soon they ain't going to even be able to use these two parties that they keep using to divide people. These Democrats party and the Republican party. That's just used to divide the people. They specifically, how should I say, with their idea. They specifically embrace these ideas in opposition of one another. Whatever stand one group takes, the other group will adapt. There it is. They are adapting these ideas in opposition of one another. So whatever idea one of them adapt, the other one will adapt the exact opposite idea on purpose. On purpose. If one of them says something is hot, the other one's going to say it's cold. On purpose. Just to divide the people. Because they know y'all going to pick one of those two groups. That's why I'm independent. I think for myself, man. I'm not going to let some group of knuckleheads tell me how I should think. Let me see the thing for myself. I'm going to decide if it's hot or cold for myself. I don't want to trust what you say. See, and that's what a lot of people do when they support one of these two groups. You're trusting what they say to be the truth and the facts prior to investigating it or checking it for yourself. And so you end up being right or wrong, right along with them. But the bottom line is these two groups have branded themselves in such a way that they will never be able to find common ground. They will never be able to find common interest. And more importantly, they will never be able to find common sense. These two groups have defined and branded themselves in such a way that they're never going to be able to find common sense. Common means that you both see, both can agree. It's common sense that the people are struggling right now and they're hurting. Why do you guys have to keep legislating back and forth about that like you're playing ping pong with our lives? That don't make no sense. With money that don't belong to either one of you. Mitch McConnell, why are you so obsessed with holding on to monies that doesn't belong to you? What are you doing with the money? Is it that y'all wanted to sit there until we forget that it's there and then you could dip into it and spend it and do other things with it? I think something else is going on because this guy never wants to release the money. People are dying, right? And I'm going to tell you, it's most of his people. It's mostly white people. I know they keep saying communities of color is 3 times more affected by the coronavirus, but that's not true. If you have the third eye, you can easily see just by watching the news. All the pictures that they ever show is predominantly white people in the hospitals, crying, dying, upset that they can't go outside and travel. That's not black people. We used to not going nowhere. We don't never have no money to travel nowhere. They keep talking about, oh, don't travel, don't go nowhere. We don't. With what? We don't have no money. We hardly ever travel except around the block, right? And we still doing that. Oh, by, Independence Day, you'll be able to gather together with your families. We with our families now. We don't have a choice. We all live in a 1-bedroom apartment, all 20 of us. So we know if coronavirus, what you say it is, and as contagious as you say it was, and as deadly as you say it is, we would be seeing some deaths in this little 1-bedroom apartment that we all, piled up in. Because that's how most people in communities of color live. Piled up on top of one another in a tiny little space that you guys allow us to have. At these ridiculously high prices. We live in a 1-bedroom apartment with 20 people, and at least 10 people got to go get a job to even be able to afford the bills. Come on, man. All we got to do is start looking at the real for what it is, man. You know what I mean? I don't let nobody deceive my eyes, especially my third eye, man. If your words and your actions don't match, I'm not taking you serious. That's simply how the third eye works with me. I listen to what you say and I watch your actions. If they don't match, I'm not taking you serious. And if they present a threat to me, then automatically that puts your life in jeopardy. I'm not going to let you threaten me. And that's the end of that. Once you pose a threat to me, you posing a threat to yourself. Because I'm a mirror. I'm a mirror, whatever you're doing to me. You feel me? I ain't had no topic for today, my people. So that's why I'm just talking, I'm just talking whatever's coming to mind this Monday. It's the Monday morning campaign update. And we starting our week off. Yo, Governor Cuomo, man, you might as well just go on and step on down and get out the way, man. Your career is finished in politics, buddy. Sorry to tell you. Democrats are different from Republicans. If you was a Republican, you would be able to get away with all of that sexual harassment, sexual misconduct that you're being accused of. You see, Donald Trump was able to grab him in the coochie, and nothing happened to him because Republicans, they don't care what you do as long as you represent their interests. And a lot of those brothers and sisters are just confused for now. Why are you so obsessed with holding on to monies that doesn't belong to you? What are you doing with the money? You feel me? But the bottom line is, these two groups have branded themselves in such a way that they will never be able to find common ground. They will never be able to find common sense. Common means that you both see, both can agree. Once they start waking up, they're not going to let you get away with violating things like that either. But Democrats, the Democratic Party is different. They got your back as long as you following the laws and you not doing things to violate. You're not doing things to abuse your authority. But once the Democrats see you violating or abusing your authority, they don't got your back like the Republican Party. They going to do just what they doing right now. Yo, Cuomo, you should step down, man. You should step down, man. Just step down on your own before we have to move you, man. We don't want to do it. We don't want to impeach you, man. We want to at least make you have the option to seem like you just step down on your own. You feel me? So just go on and step on down and get out the way and just go ahead, man, because a lot of this stuff supposed to land you in jail, man. We trying to let you go and get away. Now just go on now before somebody starts the investigation, and then once that system get a hold of you, that's the end. Ain't nothing we could do. Once the system got a hold of you, it processes you, and you going to take the whole ride right on down to a cell. See Donald Trump in the system right now. They got all kind of investigations on him. He ain't out the woods. He's still talking tough like he want to run for another election and everything, try to throw a little smoke in the mirrors. But all those departments of justice, DOJs, they investigating his income, his bank statements, allegations, Man, that man got some problems, man. He ain't running for nothing. Aaron Benjamin Miles. 110th mayor of NYC, baby. I'm going out the campaign today after I finish with this. I'm headed to the Bronx today. Yo, BX, what's up? Your boy coming up there, man, with some campaign cards and some handout sheets on that economic relief employment initiative, because I want to give that $1,000 to as many people as possible. $1,000. Even if you got your little stimulus check, add $1,000 to that. You know what I mean? It's our turn to start living the good life, man. The American dream. It's our turn to start living this American dream. We Americans too. We are Americans, The new definition of America or American, because I had a problem with that for a minute, because America and Americans really stood for white. That's why Donald Trump, he was using it in the old definition. And see, advocates of the white agenda always reach back into the past, because that's where they see their best lives at, in the past, because the past was theirs. We will share the present, but the future is ours, my peoples, all my brothers and sisters. The future is ours, right? I forgot what my point was that I was trying to make right there just now, but things are looking up. Things are looking up. I'm coming with that $1,000 employment. That $1,000 economic relief employment initiative. Get me 10 signatures. I'll give you $1,000. You could work for my campaign. Just email me at riseofthegoodpeople@gmail.com. Once you email me, I'm going to send you an invite to my upcoming orientation, which is April 3rd. That's a Saturday. So email me at riseofthegoodpeople@gmail.com before April 3rd and get that invite to get this quick $1,000. It's your boy, Aaron Benjamin Miles. 110th mayor of NYC coming soon. Before becoming mayor of NYC, and I'm about to sign off because I'm only leaving my videos to 30 minutes now. New York City Savages, yo. We political now. Holla.